hello. So today we're gonna talk about my views on some of the some horror movie franchises. And now I pulled up the Wikipedia. This is horror film franchises, and there are 59 subcategories. So I'm not gonna talk about all of them because I haven't seen some of them. Like I just haven't. And some of them I don't think are important enough for me to talk about. Like, fucking, I don't know, critters, I guess. So we're gonna talk about that. We're talking about my favorites, and we're gonna have fun. First up, for A, we have Alien, and I haven't seen a single Alien movie. I know it's terrible, but I'm not a sci-fi person. And I do probably intend to watch Alien at some point, but I just haven't seen it yet. For B, we have Blair Witch. I guess we're doing this alphabetically now. I don't know. For B, we have Blair Witch. I've watched the first Blair Witch movie. I do want to watch Book of Shadows just because Joe Berlinger directed it. And he has directed some of my favorite true crime documentaries. But the Blair Witch is fine. It wasn't. I kept the DVD. I still have it on DVD. I think I actually also have it on VHS, but I haven't watched it on VHS yet. But it feels like the right move, vibes wise, is to watch it on VHS. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Okay. See, we've got a couple of different, things. We got Child's Play, and I have actually never seen a single fucking Child's Play movie. I haven't. I want to, and I want to watch the show, and I want to, but I just haven't. I've watched every single kill count, though. I did do that. We have The Conjuring, which I've also haven't seen a single goddamn Conjuring movie. You see, I watch mostly horror movies, but here's the thing, is that there are a million fucking horror movies, and I haven't seen a lot of them because I just keep watching one that we'll get to later and all the ones in that franchise over and over again. So yeah, haven't seen a single Conjuring movie. I watched Creepshow 2. We're talking about creep shows there too. And it was fun, but I haven't watched anything other than that. Alright, E, Evil Dead. Haven't seen a single Evil Dead movie. F, Friday the 13th. Here's the thing. I haven't seen a single Friday the 13th movie ever in my entire life. Not a single one. I'm obviously familiar with the mythos of Jason Voorhees, but I haven't seen a single Friday the 13th movie. I know, it's terrible. G, Gremlins is on G, and I have only seen the first Gremlins, but it is my favorite Christmas movie, so I'm going to say Gremlins is super fun. H, Halloween. So here's the thing. I've seen Halloween. I did watch Halloween. The original Michael Myers. I had it on VHS. I wasn't super impressed by it. I mean, it's not really my kind of thing. It's not. I like slashers fine, but more than slashers, I like exploitation flicks. And so when you have something that marries the two, that's when I get really happy, and that's my favorite franchise. And we'll get to that when we get down to the T's. But stuff like Halloween is not as fun. It's not as fun. So yeah, I have not. I saw Halloween. I do intend to watch the other Halloween movies, or at least some of them. I'm really interested in watching Rob Zombie's Halloween. So yeah. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I watched the first one again. Wasn't super into it. I guess I feel like that is really just a straight up slasher. And while it was kind of fun to see Miss Ghost Whisperer running around, and while I do have, I think, the second one on VHS I have not yet watched, pretty meh. All right, Jaws. Have not seen Jaws. I know. Lost Boys. I didn't know that was a franchise, but I do love The Lost Boys. It's a great movie. We've got the Mummy franchise. I watched the first two Mummy movies. The first one was great, the second one was trash, and now I don't want to watch the third one because the first one was the best thing I've ever seen, and the second one was the worst thing I've ever seen. So I don't want to watch the third one. And Nightmare on Elm Street. I enjoy Nightmare on Elm Street. I do. I've watched the first two, and I do intend to watch more of them. But no, I think Nightmare on Elm Street is a really fun one. I like the characters. I like the victims as well as their big guy. The Omen. I watched The Omen. I didn't know it was a franchise. I watched the original Omen movie with Gregory Peck in it, and it was fine. It was decent, a decent old horror movie. Um, we've got Paranormal Activity. I've seen the first two Paranormal Activity movies. I haven't watched any other ones. The Paranormal Activity movies were coming out like when I was in high school. And I never went and watched them. But I do remember watching the second one at like a sleepover when I was like 15. Um, what else we got here? Puppet Master. Haven't seen a single Puppet Master movie. Same with The Purge. The Ring. I watched The Ring too. I haven't watched the original Ring. I think I have it though. But I did watch The Ring too, and I watched it on my CRT TV, which felt like the right decision. It was fine. All right, Saw. I like Saw. I haven't watched Saw in order. I haven't seen the original Saw. I've watched, I think, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Spiral. I've watched a weird amalgamation of the Saw movies, and I haven't watched them in order. I just watch whatever one pops up. So I do at some point still need to watch the original Saw. But I think they're fun. I think they're really fun. Scream. Again, I think I've watched the first 5 Scream movies. First 4 or 5. And they're good. They're good movies. They're fun. Again, the characters. Wes Craven is a really good, he's a really good horror guy. He was. I don't think that's really up for debate. Everybody kind of knows that Wes Craven was the man when it came to horror. And I think that really shows in his slasher franchises, which I think have a tendency to sometimes get, slasher franchises get a little bit old, but Wes Craven's really good with them. All right, T. My favorite. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw is my goddamn favorite. Let me show you. Baby Leatherface. Leatherface Stomper. A Funko Pop Leatherface. Leatherface bobblehead. So, the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that I have not liked was the one that Netflix put out recently. And like I even liked Texas Chainsaw 3D. I thought it was fun. This problem I had with the Netflix one was that they gave Leatherface a few too many brain cells. Like, the man does not set traps. I'm sorry, he does not. But no, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite franchise. I love the original. Texas Chainsaw 2 is great. 3D. I even like the remakes from the early 2000s, like Mike Vogel in the prequel remake, and the Leatherface movie. Texas Chainsaw 3D. I haven't seen every single Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. There are a couple that I'm like, I haven't watched like The Next Generation yet or anything, but I'm excited to. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's the best horror franchise ever. It's so fun. I love it. What else we got? VHS. I have only watched one VHS movie. I think it was the original. It was the one that had the there were these guys, they're breaking into the house, and then the guy was like dead watching the TV when they got in there, and one of the snippets was like the haunted house one, and that one was real fucking creepy. I'm excited to watch more of the VHS movies. I own a couple of them on DVD, ironically enough. But no, I really like the one that I'm pretty sure was the original one. Let me look it up. VHS. 2012. I think it was. Yeah. The Amateur Night, which has the girl that is like a little bit creepy. A little bit creepy. Second Honeymoon was Women's Wrongs. I like Women's Wrong. That's how I felt about that one. Tuesday the 17th. Yeah, the glitching. That one was weird. That one was just weird. The sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger. Yeah, that one was like, this is giving me flashbacks. The alien thing. And 10/31/98 was the one that was the weird haunted house one. I did like the original VHS. I do want to watch more of them. Is that all of the I don't know, I feel like I'm missing franchises here. But that's what Wikipedia said, and I think it covered a lot of the main ones. But no, yeah, Wrong Turn. We haven't talked about Wrong Turn. I watched the first Wrong Turn, and I was gonna watch the second Wrong Turn, but my DVD didn't work, so that was sad for me personally. I do own most of the Wrong Turn movies though too. Jeepers Creepers. I know the director's real creepy. I'm aware of this. There's a lot going on. Jeepers Creepers is a real fucking good horror movie. The second one was pretty meh, but the first one was really fucking good. It was really good. Like the Stephen King cinematic universe, generally terrible, but in a really fun way. Um, I got fourth graders right now, and there's one of them, and he loves the It movie so much. I'm like, why? Like the new one. I'm like, what? Why are these children talking to me about these movies? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, yeah, like I have seen the It movie. 9-year-old. Why have you? Why have you seen the It movie? Like, I could drive myself to the It movie when it came out. Why were you Pennywise for Halloween, 9-year-old? But yeah, that's like how I feel about franchises, and basically it just comes down to like the Texas Chainsaw's on top. That's how it goes. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it's super fun. But yeah, Leatherface is my favorite. That is all. That's everything. This was a useless goddamn video. Whatever.